Welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have questions or comments, we have multiple ways we can be reached. Twitter is, of course, the best way for those that need instant gratification, and the show's Twitter feed is at SKiMPod, SKiMPod.
Stays Crunchy.
For the more patient amongst you, the email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Crunchy again being spelled with a K.
Crunchy.
Hey, feel free to give us a call at 216-264-6311. That's 216-264-6311.
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
We're available by Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, anywhere fine podcasts are available. And of course, it's the website, stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share wherever possible, including on YouTube, where we can now be found at Stays Crunchy. And over on Twitch, we're still Stays Crunchy and Milk. Our personal Twitters are
Tatum 216,
Lunchbox 2099,
The Real ODP.
And I'm your host, the internet's ThrowRASelfishParent.
Stays Crunchy. Stays Crunchy. Stays Crunchy. Stays Crunchy. Stays Crunchy. Stays Crunchy.
Okay. So we was BBS and just chatting, and Gabe was talking about how we should get through the show and wrap it up so we can all get to bed, because he works on East Coast time and Ant and I live on East Coast time, and Ant was laughing because we all end up staying up after this, and just in general probably we're just kind of like a slight bit of night out. I'm a daytime guy. I don't have much beef in the AM or anything like that there, but every now and again I'll get a second wind and kind of be awake, and then like if I'm awake, right, I'm probably on my phone looking at TikTok or Instagram or something, and I'll send something to our group chats, our various group chats across the social platforms. And nearly every time, no matter the hour, I'll send something and Ant will respond, because that's the grind. And I fucking kind of love it that, like I said, again, no matter the hour, Ant be out there with me on the late night dad mode. So
yeah, like after we record, it's kind of, like I know Dan just got off of vacation. I wanted to. I feel bad because I wanted to reach out to him like, hey, how's your trip? How did everything go? How you feeling? But I was like, I'm going to talk to him on Thursday. So it means same thing here. Like it's kind of like an adrenaline rush talking to my friends for a couple hours, and then when I haven't really, I've only really talked to one adult, throughout this week. So it takes a little while to kind of come down from the from the SKiM high,
the runner's high that is producing this podcast.
Yeah,
I hear you. Yeah,
I'm definitely awake after all the waka waka.
Yeah, but I don't what time is it where you are?
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 7.
Yeah.
But I get up like around 5, so I can start work at about 5:30 and get off at 1:30. I don't take a lunch. I work straight through because they don't pay me for lunch. I don't get paid lunches. So, but it's nice getting off at 1:30. Like that's 1:30 and I'm done for the day.
Yeah, that is dope. Like
that's pretty kick ass.
Yeah,
I can get down with that. But like I said, it's just I'm a touchy guy about time. So, like I said, I actually was feeling quite. So the other night, we were recording Krunchy, and I threw on the episode to watch it one last time to I try to stay sharp for that show. It's a very it's regimented. It's very produced and so forth and so on. So I have to kind of be on point for that one. But I was just sitting there watching that show. My eyes was just like, no, you can't. So I looked at my phone. I was like, well, okay, show starts at 9:30. It's like 9 now. I could probably close my eyes for 20 minutes. And I literally took a nap before that show the other night. And I set my alarm for 20 minutes and I ended up waking up at like 18 minutes. So I was like, all right, 2 more minutes and the alarm will go off. So I just kind of laid there and I was like, all right, let's move. But yeah, sometimes tired just kind of hit me out of the blue, which is also a weird thing of being an adult. Like, it's nap time. But I don't know, bro. I wake up at like 6:30 every morning, so I got to get the day started, and get the kid ready to get off for the day and be able to log in by the time it's 8 and so forth. So I'm just, yeah. But then, like I said, tonight I'll be up at like 1 o'clock. I just know I will because, like I said, we'll wrap this up about whatever X time, and I don't know. It's funny. It's funny how it all functions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I got them.
but
I
like,
got them farmer genes. I guess has been me.
yeah, other than Wednesdays when the kids get out of school early, like instead of taking like a lunch break to go eat, I just take. I mean, working at home is pretty great. Working at home and and having a whole basement to myself is even greater. It's like I just go over to the couch and take a nap. If I hear my ping go off, go see what the ping about. Um, like yeah, sometimes it's just nap time or laundry time or
Yeah, that's true.
meal prep time. Because it's part of life. Like I
Yeah,
got like it's just so much shit to do. Like the other day I made like on Tuesdays we had tacos.
What's
So
Taco Tuesday?
yeah,
this all makes sense. This all checks off.
Spud likes the ground meat. So but we had some Trader Joe's taco seasoning. That shit is major ass spicy. Like it don't say it on the package or nothing like that, but it was spicy as hell. And last time Anthony was like, man, this taco season hot as fuck. And it it made my tummy hurt last time it was so hot. But I was like, it might not be good for ground meat, but if I do like a chicken breast or maybe some chicken thighs next time, it'll be perfect because like ground meat is just like it's not much to it. You can
Yeah,
just it seasons it and is it's in there. You mostly eating the seasoning more than the meat when it's that. So I put it in there for with like a cup of water and like one fat ass chicken breast with the taco seasoning and let it cook on like 250 for 2 hours. And I did that like during the day. And so then I took it out, put it in the refrigerator, and when it was dinner time, we got two different kinds of meat instead of just one. One for the
Oh,
kids, one for the adults.
look at you.
Thank you.
just out there being the best of us. I'm glad for that. Somebody got to be good. So
Speaking of good, I did have a quick question. I think we can probably tackle as a group. So I
Okay.
seen that Brandy now has a brandy, and I seen on the TikTok streets that they're saying it's pretty good. So can you guys think of like a product endorsed by a celebrity that's actually good? It's like you can be like, you know what? Those Tupac taquitos are fucking delicious.
shit.
Well,
Uh,
I'll go. I'll let Taro go.
Martha Stewart makes some real good sheets, or she used to back in the day. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if any. I believe that was a Kmart exclusive, maybe a Sears Dilly when they were both owned by the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that I recall that. Let me see. Anything else that I know a celebrity has endorsed? I hear good things about Casamigos, which is George Clooney's tequila.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So, like I said, I've heard that it's very. I've never heard somebody speak ill of it. So it's actually supposed to be a very good brand of tequila.
Yeah, it's definitely this generation's Hennessy.
Yeah, I have tasted Snoop Dogg's wine. It is gross, but that's like that. But I'm not.
If
You
you're
have
not
to
a
add to
wine
that. I'm
dude,
not a wine guy. Yeah. Like not in any way, shape, or form. So
I really want to find you a bottle of wine you'll like. I feel
I'm
like
I'm sure there's probably something out there that is the right version of sweet, but not so sweet. It tastes like syrup and not so dry and blah blah blah. There's something that like there it is. That's the one. So I'm certain I can get. I'm certain I can get dialed in. So I'm just It's funny because I'm not a wine guy, but I can drink stout. You know what I'm saying? That shit's like black as my heart and shit. So I can't call it, man. It's just like it just depends on what is going on and what I'm trying to sip on.
Yeah.
Tonight, this very night, I bought Rachel Ray's dog food.
Any particular reason?
It's got a good amount of protein for how much she charges. She comes up with the price. How much it costs?
I say $29.99.
The price of dog food's going up in the streets.
The price of dog food going up, bitch. See, it works.
I've had Newman's Own a few times. It's all right. I like Olive Garden's.
Yeah. I've had multiple things of Newman's Own. The lemonade be hitting. I believe I've had his ranch, and it was pretty decent. I mean, do it count because he dead?
He endorsed it.
Hold on. I definitely had that shit when he was alive. I ain't had it since.
Oh.
I can't trust the quality control. I'm saying
it's like he's touring a factory.
Shit.
Yeah, I think I'm the opposite. I don't think I've had Newman's Own while Newman was still alive. I think I probably had that shit like, I don't know. Maybe I think I had some Fig Newmans like a long time ago.
Yeah, they really pushed hard with that one. Numinos, which is Oreos.
Yeah, I had Numinos.
I was like, they was like, all of it. We're gonna juice this. It's gonna squeeze this lemon until I can't no more.
I wonder, is like, did they have something like Newman's baklava? It's like, come on, man. No. How we gonna fit that in the name scheme?
Like, I'd just like to see him. I'd like to see him dressed like a Greek.
Paul love baklava.
All right. Now I'm something like a phenomena. Well, I'm the hourglass cat who drug it out for Jack for jail because I spilled the phenomenon. Packed the hoes in my lawn, got the girls in my song. Word is born, I'm a living phenomenon. Well, I'm a better band because I'm a Superman. I run the block with my circle because I'm Nubian. I got the platinum rush, so don't even fuss because DJ Paul, he's down with us. Now, people stop taking my style for a joke. I don't sassafras. I put my foot up their ass. Sometimes I'm fast blow off like a seal when they reminisce over you. For real. Mace chopped the record down to the bone. And now Renee King is on my telephone. But I got the ring, ha ha, hey, because this type of shit happens every day. I got to make my connection so my import stuff. What, word them up. Yeah, because I'm so fly. And it goes on from there. And that is.
It goes on and on.
So Ego Tripping Part 2. That's Pause and Shorty No Moss. And I am ThrowRASel13. And this is Thanks Crunchy Milk. It's episode 465. And we're a good substrate wetting agent with very good solubility in aqueous systems. As stated, I'm your host. But I'm not alone because I can never do this by my lonesome. I'm joined by my best friend, this Tatum 216.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. And sometimes you want to apologize.
And of course, it's the RV in Puerto Rico. It's my own boy, Gabe.
Buy me Bone Storm or go to hell.
Buy me Bone Storm or go to hell. It's like Simpsons classic. Very good, very good. I know I promised you Box this week, but Box has some family business to take care of. That is not on anyone's shoulders. Just happens to be what it is. Suck it up. We'll be back when he's back. I know you miss him. But let's get to it. We got a couple stories this week. You know what I'm saying? Little M&S also. So it's going to be great, people. I swear. I keep thinking of what I want to talk about tonight because there's so much stuff going all at once. It's just chaotic in my mind. But Let's start with a series of tweets that my man Joe Byron sent out earlier this evening. And by the time you get this show, everybody in my will have talked about this and beat the horse to death, and some Republican would have said how evil it is and so forth and so on. But for right now, while it's brand new, let's start with the president's series of tweets. As I've said before, no one should be in jail just for using or possessing marijuana. Today, I'm taking steps to end our failed approach. Allow me to lay them out. First, I'm pardoning all prior federal offenses of simple marijuana possession. There are thousands of people who were previously convicted of simple possession who may be denied employment, housing, or educational opportunities as a result. My pardon will remove this burden. Second, I'm calling on governors to pardon simple state marijuana possession offenses. Just as no one should be in a federal prison solely for possessing marijuana, no one should be in a local jail or state prison for that reason either. Third, we classify marijuana at the same level as heroin and more serious than fentanyl. That one I want to come back around to. It makes no sense. I'm asking Secretary Becerra. Let's open that person's Twitter up and let's see what their actual full title is. They are Health and Human Services Secretary Xavier Becerra. Worked Hispanic Heritage Month. And the Attorney General to initiate the process of reviewing how marijuana is scheduled under federal law. I'd also like to note that as federal and state regulations change, we still need important limitations on trafficking, marketing, and underage sales of marijuana. Sending people to jail for possessing marijuana has upended too many lives for conduct that is legal in many states. That's before you address the clear racial disparities around prosecutions and convictions. Today, we begin to right these wrongs. So along with that Twitter feed that the president said, the people over at the New York Times wrote a pretty decent article about this marijuana situation. This is by Michael D. Shear and Zolan Cano Youngs. And President Biden pardons thousands of convicted of marijuana possession under federal law. The move represents a fundamental change in America as a response to a drug that has been at the center of a clash between culture and policing for more than half a century. Washington. President Biden on Thursday pardoned thousands of people convicted of marijuana possession under a federal law and said his administration would review whether marijuana should still be in the same legal category of drugs like heroin and LSD. The pardons will clear everyone convicted of a federal charge of simple possession since it became a crime in the 70s. Officials said full data was not available, but noted that about 6,500 people were convicted of simple possession between 1992 and 2021. Not counting legal permanent residents, the pardons will also affect people who were convicted under District of Columbia drug laws. Officials estimate that number to be in the thousands. The pardons will not apply to people convicted of selling or distributing marijuana. And others said there are no people now serving time in federal prisons solely for marijuana possession. But the move will help remove obstacles for people trying to get a job, find housing, apply to college, or get federal benefits. Mr. Biden urged governors to follow his lead for people convicted of state charges of simple possession, who vastly outnumber those charged under federal laws. Still, the president's actions, which come at about a month before the midterm elections, could help energize Democratic supporters. Represents a fundamental change in America's response to a drug that has been at the center of a clash between, like I said, we said that earlier. Sending people to jail for possessing marijuana has upended too many lives for conduct that is legal in many states, Biden said on Twitter on Thursday. That's before you address the clear racial disparities around prosecution and conviction. Today, we begin to right those wrongs. In a video he added, while white and black and brown people use marijuana at similar rates, Black and brown people are arrested, prosecuted, and convicted at disproportionately higher rates. Mr. Biden stopped short of calling for the complete decriminalization of marijuana, which is something that Congress would have to do. But he said on Twitter that the federal government still needs important limitations on trafficking, marketing, and underage sales of marijuana. The actions were part of a long evolution of criminal justice for Mr. Biden, who helped pass a string of laws during his 36 years in the Senate, laid the groundwork for mass incarceration. He apologized on the campaign trail for portions of one of the more aggressive measures he had championed, the 1994 crime bill, and he campaigned on providing more leniency to nonviolent drug offenders. The pardons move the federal government more in line with positions taken by state governments, which have already reduced or eliminated the criminal punishments of simple possession of marijuana, punishments that for decades have sent people to prison. If you keep going on with this article, there's more about cannabis and so forth and so on, but that's the general gist of it. And like I said, that is pretty much what the president's Twitter said earlier, but just wanted to make sure you guys got some more context and a little more information on that. I chuckle when I hear people on either side of the aisle talk wild reckless about President Joe Biden and his policy and how he is either too left or not left enough or this, that, and the third. When in reality, he might be. I know it's early, but for what he had handed over to him, might be one of the best to ever do it. Not saying he is the best, but he might be up there with some of the best. And some of the best would be, your FDRs, your fucking Obamas, There's some decent presidents outside. I guess Lincoln, but really, was Lincoln really good? We know what Lincoln did. Lincoln did good, but he was a racist too. But at that point in time, kind of everybody was racist.
Everybody was partying. We were all doing coke at that party.
The fact that marijuana is more considered by federal standards to be more dangerous than fentanyl, a drug that has killed thousands. Marijuana, a drug that has killed seemingly no one, if everything is to be believed.
A lot of naps.
A lot of snacks.
Someone had to fall asleep with a joint and burn down the house.
But you've never heard that because the joints, it's not how we don't burn that way. Like, you know how tobacco just will keep kind of going. You'll see, like, somebody will flick a cigarette on the highway, and you'll see the ash as you drive past it. But weed kind of burns itself out. It needs the air from you sucking in on it to keep the fire going. That's why you always have to. That's why motherfuckers always sparking up joints all over again.
Relight it.
Yeah.
Oh, let me show my ignorance. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You're not a pothead. Hell, neither am I when it comes down to it. Yeah, but I'm aware of is basically what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? So that is, I think, one of the greatest things I've ever seen happen. I know you're saying it's just weed, but no, it's not just weed. It is saying I am going to pardon you on a federal level if I can. If I have the power, I'm going to get you out of jail.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly hope this leads to it. AOC spoke about this on her Twitter feed. Maybe this leads to some expungements of records and so forth and so on, because it's just not something that ever should have been what it was. They did this basically to make sure they was jailing black people. This was intentional. And Mexicans, they really was like, we out to get those brown people. Mm-hmm. And it's shitty, and it has remained shitty, and it's well past time. Again, in the war on drugs won, hands down. and like I said, it's just dope to have somebody in office who I know has a vice president who got his ear and pretty much wrote this herself. And people always trying to talk about she a cop and this, that, and third, and she arrested parents for truancy and blah blah blah. And none of that actually is true. And the people who bring it up are people who consider themselves to be left because all cops are bastards. They want to call Kamala a cop, and it's just like you're just a fucking liar. And I think it's dope that he straight up said, "Yo, there's a racial bias in sentencing in this shit.
I like that.
We know it, and like I said, just not shying away from it. You know what I'm saying? Just saying what's real, and that must be respected. and celebrate it. And I just, like I said, I go up for it, man. And so I give it up to Joe Biden and, put some respect on his name. I will continue to put respect on his name. I respect him, and I voted for him. So it got me. So nothing to it from on this end. So, and that's what's up with that, man. I just wanted to share that bit. So this is your second news story. And here's the deal with this story. I got this story pretty much the moment it came out. And then it blew up. It's been everywhere. Late night guys been making jokes about it. It has been all over the TikToks, all over your Instagrams, all over the place. And then I was salty. I was like, man, everybody gonna know about this story and this, that, and the third. But you know what? It not only is it an Ohio story, it's pretty much a very local to us Ohio story. And that is written, this is from the good people at CNN. Zoe Sati wrote this story. And every story you've seen about this since has been, if you click on the link, it goes back here. So this is the person who wrote the definitive story about this situation. Cheating scandal at Ohio tournament rocks competitive fishing world. Did you know there was a competitive fishing world? Were you aware of that?
I did not.
Enough so that it could be rocked.
I mean, I know like they make fun of it on like different like no, I think it was on Dodgeball. It was like called the Ocho.
On ESPN.
ESPN Ocho, but man, I've been knew it was like late night fishing wars and shit. Like
when I was little. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just was unaware it went so deep because that's when she get to this article, boy, man, that shit was hilarious the way they like that shit blew up.
So
like when they started arguing about that shit.
So when I was little in Tennessee, they had all kinds of fishing TV shows. They was trying to sell you boats and radars. It was always on the tube. So it's like I understand that the fishing world is large enough to have been rocked at some point. I'm just kind of shocked by this. Let's begin. There's something fishy going on in the competitive fishing world. I don't like that at all. I feel like Zoe.
Puns are lazy
feel like Zoe.
writing.
Yeah, it was bad, and plus fishing is used twice in the same. Fishy and fishing is used in the same sentence. Something better could have been going there. Just go with suspicious. There's something suspicious in the competitive. Suspicious? I don't know if that works either. Something smelly in Denmark. Suspicious would work in a different outlets posting about this, but still, the would-be winners of almost. Here you go. This is where it gets ridiculous. $29,000.
Oh, I would
at an Ohio fishing tournament were disqualified. Exactly. Were disqualified on Friday after it was discovered their fish were stuffed with lead weights and fish fillets. Jason Fisher, director of the Lake Erie Walleye Trail tournament, told CNN he was immediately suspicious when one team's weighed almost twice what he expected they would at the Cleveland Championship weigh-in. I want you to understand, when I say this is Ohio and local, this is down the road from me. Okay? This happened around our way. Not a little bit, but around our way. The walleye in the bucket looked like they should each weigh about 4 pounds, but the total weight indicated they would have to be at least 7 pounds each, he said. I thought there was no way, he said. I could also hear the crowd grumbling like, no way. There's no way. I physically felt the fish, and I could feel hard objects inside the fish, he said. The moment when Fisher discovered the alleged cheating was documented in several now viral videos posted on social media, showing Fisher surrounded by competitors slice open a fish with a knife and pull out what he said was a lead ball. Jacob Runyon, one member of the two-person team who allegedly cheated, stood by silently watching in one video Fisher shared with CNN. We got weights and fish, Fisher shouted. The crowd lobbed insults at Runyon. You just lost everything, one person is heard saying to the angler. The video also shows Fisher telling Runyon to leave and telling the crowd to not touch him. There's more, but I just want to touch on that. He was about to get fucked up on some bush for fish weights, my guy. It was about to get real. They had to stop that from happening.
I mean,
that is wild.
When they cut open those fish, and like, cause the dude like went over there like with some intensity. He cut open the fish, the weights fall. He was like, "We got weights!" It was so. He was screaming like, "We got coke in these fish! It's cocaine in here! It's fentanyl!"
Runyon and his teammate, and they said these full last names out here. Chase Kaminsky were set to win a $28,760 prize. Fisher told CNN, the prize money at each tournament he hosts comes from the entry fee each angler pays to compete. Fisher hosts around 8 tournaments over the course of a year, drawing competitors from Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, he said. Competitors face off to see who can achieve the highest total weight for a bucket of 5 walleyes caught in Lake Erie. Neither Runyon nor Kaminsky responded to CNN's request for comment.
Of course,
Fisher said tournament officials are in touch with local authorities.
Oh, they're going to go to jail.
Stephanie O'Grady, media and outreach specialist at the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, told CNN the department collected evidence Friday and is preparing a report for the Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office. Reminder, I live in Cuyahoga County. Just want to point that out to you guys. This is local, hyper local. As this is an open investigation, we have no further comment at this time, she wrote in an email to CNN. Fisher was absolutely disgusted when he discovered the alleged cheating, he said. This is a family atmosphere, he said. We all take pride in this sport. Everyone sacrifices so much to stage and compete in tournaments, he said. Orchestrating the large event takes precious time away from his family, he added.
I think you're burying the lead there, buddy.
For someone to essentially cheat them out of not only money, but family time, I cannot believe they would. Fisher said he knew Runyon and Kaminsky from other tournaments, noting they won several tournaments previously.
Oh, I got to look into that.
He said they won't be competing at the Lake Erie Walleye Trail Tournament again anytime soon. They'll never be able to fish at mine, he said. My guy, if you are taking away time for your family, you might want to consider not doing that. Just want to point that out to you, buddy. Oh, goodness gracious. That was a wild one, people.
I love everyone's reaction to this. This is great.
Bruh, it's been everywhere. It's just been, like I said, it's been on late night shows. It's just this one of them scandals that rock the fucking nation. I'm like, don't be embarrassing my town unnecessarily, you fucking weirdos.
And not only that, it helps solidify that Ohio is the most northern southern state. It doesn't help our reputation.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I had no intention of really digging into this. I told you I was only going to do 2 news stories, but I just felt like I need to step out here and discuss my man. No, not my man. This man, Herschel Walker, because that shit had your boy. To say I was shocked will be a lie. The story that this woman literally had actual receipts, a copy of the the check, a get well soon card that everybody's like, yeah, that's definitely Herschel's writing. He's
for the 2009 abortion.
Yeah, and and his son riding on him, and then like Newt Gingrich's trying to ride for his defense. It's like, no,
you got to do what you got to do.
It's like, I get it. Y'all really wish y'all really want to win, but buddy,
I bet Newt Gingrich just paid for an abortion or 2.
That man cheated on his wife who had cancer. Newt Gingrich is trash. Been trash. So it's just, I don't know, bro.
I like his moon policy though.
He had a moon policy?
He wanted us to colonize the moon or something like that.
You're right. I still sign off on that. I truly wish we could. I truly wish we could colonize the moon. So,
if you were a one-issue voter,
My single issue is this: colonize the moon now.
Finally, a candidate that speaks to me.
Oh, fuck, what's going on? I ain't going to the moon. Ain't no Popeyes up there.
But it could be. That's the point.
Popeyes
Colonize it.
The first location. They still gonna hire bad workers.
Wrote that one yourself, didn't you, buddy?
Listen, we ain't
Popeyes
got
on the
no
moon.
wings. We can give you a breast, or we can give you 2 legs. I don't want no legs.
We're out of
Y'all got some
spicy.
Cajun sparkle. Yeah, we out of spicy. Can I have some Cajun sparkle? That'd be 25 cents. I said I didn't want extra. I want some. That don't count.
Oh my god!
It'll be long lines at the moon. Tuesdays to get a leg and a thigh.
Buggies just wrapped around the colony. Your suit running out of air because they bullshitting. Like, oh man, I could die out here.
I mean, you out here dying for a 2-piece and a biscuit.
I like how they try to talk you out of waiting.
I need my space biscuit, whatever that involves. You like how they try to what? Yeah.
I like how they try to talk you out of waiting. Like, it's going to be 5 minutes. You want to wait?
Yes. I want some hot spicy.
I'll wait. The last time I went to a Popeyes was with Gabriel, and they was on some old. They was like, we only taking cash or whatever they said to us. And I was like, yeah, it was so stunning of a situation that I was like, okay. Well, our
I said, let's go get cash, and you're like, no.
We had a show to do, so we couldn't go trying to go get cash and then go try to get chicken that they was going to then say, oh, we don't have any chicken. It was just going to be some other lie was going to come out.
Somebody that worked there that night had to pay rent, so they was only taking cash.
Oh, that makes so much more sense now you say that. Yeah. Anywho, Ant-Man, I'm going to hand the reins of this program over to you, sir. First of us always is Tatum. Please, sir, go on.
Let's talk about something a little bit serious before I get into this story.
Let's get serious and fall in love. Go on.
I realize that I've been having some I don't know. I guess it's been since the pandemic. Some anxiety.
Okay.
One, I didn't realize what it was when I drive. Sometimes it feels like my throat is getting dry or closing up. I was like,
okay.
I just noticed it when I was driving, and then one time when I wasn't driving, it happened, and I was just like, I need to sit down and Google this shit because I'm not even in the car right now. And it was like, well, that's a sign of anxiety. I'm like, oh man. All right, so been practicing some breathing exercises and stuff, and it seems to have calmed down. But man, it came back in a big ass way in the strangest of places on Wednesday. My kids came home with a letter from school saying $5 skating party. And I'm like, Emery's like, I don't want to go. I was like, cool, I'll stay home with you. Then they was talking in bed the night before, and Emery's like, I want to go to the skating party. I'm like, what for? He said, I just want to go. So they put on their costumes, and we head to the local United States of America.
Oh, that brings me back.
Yes. All I remember is when I used to go to the United States of America, I remember freak dancing in the middle of the floor where the carpet was. I don't remember nothing about skating. I didn't put on a skate not a goddamn time I've been to the United States of America. I just danced in the middle to Snoop Dogg. Anywho, we get there and Emery was like, man, there go some video games. We ran over to the video games. And later on, Emery sees some like one of his classmates. He's like, I want to skate with her. I'm like, okay. And then my older son, he was on this skate, and he wanted to. I guess the safe skate things they built out of PVC. He needs one of those badly. So I go back up to the front. We pay for Emery some skates because he want to skate now, and 2 of these safe skates. Man, so we get out to the floor, and have you guys seen Boogie Nights before?
I have.
General
Okay.
awareness of it, but no, I have not.
It's a scene in Boogie Nights where, like, they're trying to buy some coke or sell some coke rather, and like all around, it's this like Asian dude in the back, literally throwing firecrackers like every couple seconds, while Dirk and Reed are trying to get rid of this. I don't even know if it was real coke, but they trying to get rid of it. And this dude got a big ass gun in his underwear, sweating and shit. And every 2 seconds you hear pop, pop. So my oldest son is like freaking the fuck out, like, please don't make me do this. I don't want to roller skate no more. And I'm like, let's at least give it a try. We're gonna go to the end of this area where I used to freak dance at. We're gonna just make it to the end of this area. And all around me is chaos. It's this one little kid, like almost everybody's in costumes, right? So this one little kid with a fake weed hook just
Yes.
skating all around us fast as fuck. Then these other little kids are just, like every couple seconds you hear wham, kids hitting the floor. Wham, kids hitting the floor. And this other little kid
I
was
shouldn't laugh at that.
Hey, that's what they was doing. And the other little kid with the weed hook just going around us real fast. Then it's this kids like I said are falling every few seconds. And then both of my kids are like, I want to stop. I want to go back over there. Can we stop this? Can we stop? And I'm like, let's give it a try. And my partner's like, we paid money for this. We not leaving right now. And I'm like, to me, I'm not that dude. Like, I feel
Yeah,
like
ain't no sunk what is it, sunk cost fallacy for you. You like, bruh, we've gotten out of it. What we gonna get out of it?
yes, I kind of feel like when you pay for experience, sometimes you pay to know I'm not doing this again. Sometimes you pay to say, hey, I had a good time and we got something out of this. But sometimes paying the fee is just like, oh, this is some bullshit, and now you know it. And I'm
A
one of
lesson
those
learned.
dudes like, yeah, I'm good with what, like, hey, we paid the money, I'm cool with it. I would love to pay. I think I paid altogether $20.57 to say we not going skating no more. I was fine with that, but we went around. I got it. Both the kids, like, we switched off. Like to the end of this little area and back. Emery was just like, no, I want to do this. Come on, man, take these skates off. And I was like, so while we was in the middle, I actually took his skates off and picked them up and just like went on about our business. And then I left Junior and my partner to make it their way back. But like I said, it was just like utter chaos to me. Even like, so we get to we go back to some seats. We go sit down. I order like the lousiest pizza ever for my youngest son. No, for my youngest son, and then a hot dog for his brother. They sit down and eat the food. They see a couple of their friends. They talk and stuff. And they had a decent time for what it was. They talked to their friend. They got to see some kids from school. They knew that skating wasn't for them, and after that, like we went to go get we stopped at Swenson's because I wanted
Nice.
to try the apple caramel shake, but I was a couple days too late, so we didn't get that.
Oh,
I'll wait. It'll happen for next year.
it's a fall shake. Why wouldn't that be all during the whole fall?
It's now they moved on to the pumpkin shake, but it's cool. I think is it Giant Eagle? I think Giant Eagle has like a apple caramel ice cream that's pretty good. But of course,
Okay.
yeah. So to go back in a little bit in the story, one thing that has been going on is, of course, it's Halloween, right? It's the Halloween season, and my youngest son, we were in the car the other day, and he wanted to listen to this song called I don't even remember like who took the candy from the Halloween jar or something like that, right? So we went to Amazon Music, and I played this Halloween playlist because it was on there, and he happened to be like out of school one day, so I took him to the park, and when we went to the park, the playlist, instead of like when I'm taking him to school, which is only 4 minutes away, the park is like 8 minutes away, so we start getting down into the playlist. And Nightmare on My Street by the Fresh Prince came on. I don't know why it's on the child's playlist, but it is because there's no cussing in it. So
Yeah, it's super. What I'm saying.
So
Super,
I'll try to fast
PG.
forward. It's very very. It's pretty PG. Because he kind of described the thing they keep on talking about, which is crazy because they seen the video once, just once, but they've been talking about that shit like nonstop. Emery wants to listen to the song like all the time, like all they want to talk about is Nightmare on My Street, all the time. He's obsessed with this song. I've listened to it at least 50 times in the last 3 days. It's pretty crazy.
I just think you are raising appropriate hip hop heads. I abide. The dude abides.
Yeah, it's been pretty funny. It's crazy the stuff they attach themselves to.
Didn't the Fat Boys also have a Freddy Krueger song?
I don't know.
Someone else did.
But I was watching a Fat Boys video the other day. Man, they wasn't that fat. Buffy was was big, but I was just like, man, I'm just as big as the Fat Boys.
Prince Marky D wasn't too big, and yeah, but they all died, and they all died of like
No,
all of them, all three.
No.
I'm pretty sure
the middle one is now like super buff and shit now.
I thought he died too, but I mean, whatever. This is a quick internet search away.
And also see if they have a Freddy Krueger song.
Freddy Krueger was like, I don't know, deep in black culture for some reason. Like, black people love some campy, scary movies.
Yeah, okay. Buff Love died of a heart attack in '95. Prince Marky D died of a suspected heart attack in 2021. So that's recent. I didn't realize that was that recent that Prince Marky D went on to glory. You are correct that Cool Rock Ski seems to still be alive and kicking. Yeah, so
yeah, Cool Rock.
I've seen Disorderlies like a few times.
Disorderlies was a good movie.
Man, is there enough Halloween hip hop songs for me to pull off a podcast episode?
I mean,
Nightmare on My Street, the Fat Boys, Nightmare, whatever.
That I might be making up.
That you could be making up. Mom's playing tricks on me.
Yes.
What else?
Which is crazy on YouTube that it's the dirty version on YouTube. Like I'm trying to let my
Oh, it
kids
is.
listen to my mom's playing tricks on me. He's like, it was dark as fuck on the streets. My hands was all bloody. I'm punching on the concrete. God damn, homie. And I'm like, my son looking at me like, what is this shit? And I was like, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay, so this is me having having typed in Halloween hip hop songs into my Google. I'm going to give you what they got right here.
All right.
Mom's playing tricks with me. Monster, which I just disagree with all the way. Nightmare on My Street. Interview with a Vampire, which is a Rascat song. Chucky by Ghetto Boys. Oh, fuck. Chuck's on the killing spree. It's a good song. Maniac by Kid Cudi. Devil's Son by Big L. Freaks Come Out Tonight. I got it.
Okay.
Dance with the Devil, Immortal Technique. Dracula's Wedding, Outkast.
Okay.
Diary of a Madman by Gravediggers. That was their whole thing. Remember, that was their shtick. They were horrorcore.
Yeah.
Even though they didn't want to be called horrorcore, and then other groups started following them and claiming to be horrorcore. And so then it's like, come on, bro. The Monster by Eminem. The Haunted House of Rock by Houdini.
Yeah.
Yonkers.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yonkers by Tyler. Freestyle 4 off of Ye, off of Pablo. I don't know.
I don't think that. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a good song, though.
Murder Was the Case.
The remix probably more than anything. I guess the movie version.
We'll skip forward a little bit. Ghostbusters by Run DMC. Thriller by Michael Jackson. I don't understand how this is on this list of hip hop songs, but sure, buddy. E.T.
because of
No, about to fuck it up even more for you. E.T. by Katy Perry.
what?
The Halloween main
Another
theme.
distraction.
Halloween main theme by John Carpenter.
That's not.
Wolves by Selena Gomez. Again, this is songs, Halloween hip hop music, and I'm just gonna look at them real sideways. But I'm glad your kid has gotten into Nightmare on My Street. Good song. Great song. Main focus here, though, is your anxiety issues. Is that something you feel you need to have addressed professionally, or as your breathing situation, your breathing techniques, and so forth, you think have settled it? Not settled it per se, but it giving you a little bit of control over the situation.
I kind of feel like as a parent, I kind of gotta have that shit in check because I have to have it in check sometimes.
Yeah,
like I can give myself a couple minutes to be like, this shit ain't cool, and then after that I have to kind of be like, you got some other people in here that are more important than you right now that you got to take care of. But man,
You can't take care of them unless you take care of yourself.
yes,
Correct.
very, very true. But man, that shit was a nightmare lightweight being in there because I don't like at this point, like I don't really love loud music, like strobe lights and shit. Man,
it was like Ted Lasso at that club. I feel you. It's like it's a very evocative scene for your situation. You know, it's like it's like the sound and your kids seem like they could be in danger. Everything about that sounds terrible. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah.
So I hear you.
Oh, question.
Why is it?
They used to have a dinosaur as a mascot for United States of America, correct? They still have that dinosaur?
No, they don't have that dinosaur anymore. But that shit was cool.
Was he Scatosaurus?
Scatosaurus Rex, perhaps.
Don't forget the Rex.
Oh God. I don't even know what to do with you. So you know what? Because I don't know what to do with you. I'm just gonna give you the show right now. Big up story time with Gabriel. What's been going on in your world this week?
Oh, I got a few things I could bring up, but I guess if I keep the theme with doing things with your kids for the first time and see if they fuck with it, I guess I could talk about how we took the kids bowling.
Oh man,
Nice.
for the first time. Oh my God. My oldest son, my 9-year-old, has been dying to go bowling forever. And he finally got to go bowling, and man, they were excited when we pulled up on the alley.
Did he use the assist?
The bumper?
Yeah, we did bring the bumpers up. I tried not to use them. My wife was bouncing off of them and everything and using like pool tactics, and it worked for her.
English, using English on the lanes, that's kind of dope.
Yeah, and and you won't I guess you would believe it if I said you won't believe it, but you won't believe who outscored us all with 120.
The Ricochet. who but
no.
Oh no! You're saying
4-year-old.
Oh,
that's about right. That is about right. She's going to lead this family to glory when it's all said and done.
She got a double.
A double turkey?
No, just wait. Is it called a double turkey? I thought it was just if you hit 2 in a row, it's a double. If you get 3 in a row, it's a turkey, and you got to do the turkey dance. And I kept telling you hit this third one, you're going to do the turkey dance. And I got her all hyped. She was killing it. The ball would go slow as hell. It would.
When it got there, it had all the juice behind it. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and she was so cute. She was dancing on the lanes every time she knocked over. She didn't care if she knocked over a few or a lot, which most cases it was a lot. Yeah. She would dance on the lane. And being a big fan of Big Lebowski, when the kid stepped over the line, I'm like, over the line. My wife did not appreciate that. She's like, don't you do that. This is their first time. I'm like, come on, it's from a movie. Relax.
Also, they're clearly over the line. Jesus. Like, if I'm going to teach them a sport, I got to teach them the fucking rules, right?
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
Mark it a 0.
Did you guys get any bowling alley snacks?
I got a pitcher of root beer.
Man, that's dope.
That's nice, though. I fuck with that all day. Everybody getting the glass. Oh, yeah.
We just ate lunch, so we didn't get any bowling alley pizza or wings. But, man, my 9-year-old is super competitive. He was not enjoying that he was not winning. He came in second, though.
Nobody wants to lose to a 4-year-old girl. Gotta tell you, bro.
I can't. I just got 100. I was rusty.
The last time I bowled was when Boss Rock had that fundraiser for I forgot who the fundraiser was for, and so we went up to Michigan and did that. Was it his mom's? Like I said, it's been forever. So that was the last time I bowled, and I wasn't good then. So I certainly probably wouldn't be good now. I wish Dan were here because he actually recently has taken back up to the lanes on a semi basis, and so he is back out there in these bowling streets. But alas, he is not here to share his information with us. Ooh, I'm about to lose.
But so bowling, although it was pricey with 6 people and shoe rental and root beer. A pitcher root beer is $6, so that's the least expensive part of it. Yeah, a pitcher, but
it's like $6. I mean, it's not bad for $6, but also you think about it like, man, that's less than a 2-liter, which I could have paid 99 cents for in the right situation. Although I don't think I've seen a 99.
I should have said no ice.
Years. And yes,
I think that's one of the biggest. One of the biggest ripoffs is putting ice in drinks when that shit is already cold. Man, you got a whole machine to make it cold already. Why the fuck is you doing this to me?
Just so they could take up space. God, water's cheaper than soda.
Soda is free to most organizations. They don't have to pay for it. Nearly everybody who has a fountain gets the soda for free as a part of like an overall kind of situation. It's like
really
upsetting. It's very upsetting. Yeah, soda is rarely a part of your cost of operations.
But they were done after one game. But they enjoyed it.
One game,
they enjoyed
probably plenty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they started losing attention. Started running over to the video games that I wasn't going to let them play.
Yeah, especially big 6 of y'all. That's a lot of that's what was that? Like an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Yeah. About.
So.
Big Buck Hunter and like the Jurassic Park arcade game. Like, no, you guys aren't playing that.
That's only 2 games they had?
No, they had others. I can't remember them. That's the only 2 I remember. Yeah, I think they had the fishing game.
We have a this place called the Roll House. The Roll House near us is like a bowling alley, like a full bowling alley bar, and like a fake ass Dave and Buster's. I keep on meaning to go back. Like a matter of fact, I was thinking about going this weekend, but I don't know. I kind of feel like I got so much shit to do around the house. I kind of want to just take a weekend and at least finish one of my projects. But I don't know.
But fuck it, dude. Let's go bowling.
We might do that. I kind of feel like bowling is one of those things where it's like it's not really, really expensive. Like the kids can actually see their accomplishment right in front of them. And,
yes.
And not to mention it's like, sometimes there's some good food or, a great drink like root beer.
Root beer is like, if not, just, a picture of just standard ass, American Pilsner or something like that. Seems like the perfect beverage for bowling. It's like the bowling beverage,
Yeah.
Nice the only thing would have been better if it was like in individual glasses. Like you got the kids a 6-pack and you guys are just got a 6er and everybody got a glass to themselves.
What else was I going to say? I had something else to say about this shit. Damn. I'm not going to name it because it's too close to Dan's house, but he had a bowling alley that used to be run down, and they really renovated it. And I remember passing it and seeing they got shit like escape room and all sorts of shit.
Laser tag
in there. And I was like, that's great.
Yeah, it's very high end.
Yeah, it was a glow up.
Yeah, if ever there were one, correct.
Yeah, because I remember one year before they did the update. One, well, I don't know if it's the same one, but the one near the ice cream place, East Coast Custard.
Yeah.
We went after Dan's birthday one year. I thought it was pretty nice. I like that bowling alley.
Yeah, see, that's not the one we're talking about. But I hear you. That's the one where Dan actually bowls when he when he does league bowling though.
Oh yeah. I used to bowl there back in the day too.
Right by there, that's the big lots with the glory hole there.
Yes. I don't know that from experience. We just know it from research.
You can put your big.
I've seen that. I've seen the hole in the wall. I didn't put my dick in it, but I did see the hole in the wall.
That just.
Yeah. I mean, you're in the.
Did you smell it?
Could it be? You're an establishment that I smell. It smells like bleach in there. Yeah, if you're an establishment, you got a hole in the wall. Come on, man.
I feel like it's nice to know that it smelled like bleach in there. At least they keep the glory hole clean.
No, people say cum smells like bleach.
Oh. Quite. Didn't expect that turn. Not gonna lie to you, sir. Oh, goodness me.
How did we go from talking about taking fun activities with our kids to a glory hole?
Because a glory hole was near a bowling alley. Keep up, Gabe.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Anything else in the Great Pacific Northwest?
Yeah. I try to save it for on the road, but what else did we do?
You know how to weave around it. What needs to go on the road will go on the road. But what you can share with the listeners here, share away.
Well, my kids have made some friends, and they've been having a lot of fun playing with them. So much so they're not getting their shit done. And
it wasn't that asshole who was yelling.
No, not that one. No, fuck that kid.
Yeah, exactly.
You should never say "fuck that kid."
You know.
Oh, well, it's true. Phrasing. But like they don't want to go. They don't want to go do stuff. They want to play with their friends. Like, there's adventures to be had, kids. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's like it's crazy. Like I'll want to do something with the boys. Like, hey, we should do this. Nah, I'm okay. I want to play Roblox.
Your kids into Roblox, man?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I'm saying every now and again, both my children, yes, my 18-year-old and my 50-year-old will still go around, fuck around in Roblox. It's one of them things that are still because they've been playing this forever, so it's still every now and again, it's siren called. Like on this very iPad in front of me, Lee plays Roblox every now and again. They'll take the iPad from like, I'm borrowing the iPad, Dad. I'm like, all right, roll on. So
yeah, Roblox has been like, what's the? They haven't get into the heavy games yet, but Roblox, it was so funny. This is how they got into Roblox. My partner has family, and like she has a huge family. Pretty much, I have like I got a few cousins and stuff like that, but she has cousins, and like so they were all at a get together, and like she came home like, you know what Roblox is? I'm like, no, I don't know what Roblox is. And she was like, everybody was playing it, even Journey. And I'm like, what? It was just the fact that she said even Journey that made me so tickled me so. And it was just like, then after that, it was just like we put it on the computer, we put it on the Kindles, and it's been Roblox City ever since.
I've heard of it. I don't know anything about it though. What is it like?
It's anything you can imagine. So
yeah.
You can play anything from Ninja Turtles to it's a bunch of games that other people have made, and your kids can just pick from anything in the world.
Yeah. AK's neighbor's kid got hired by Roblox because he had been making stuff in there so much that they were like, "Yo, you need to come work for us." So it's just I find that
recruiting like the CIA.
Well, yeah, it's like more like Last Starfighter, but I hear you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got you, baby. That's what I do. I write this. I got the jokes here, man. But yeah, and it's a fine game. People, every now and again you'll hear people worrying about shit going on in Roblox. You know what I'm saying? Are there people? But it's like it's pretty secure. I'm sure if you're not no if because I know you are a decent parent. I know you are not just letting them go at it without you every now and again getting in there like what the hell's going on here, man? So it's cool. Lots of games to play in there. It's just dumb shit. And like the characters are shaped like they're real blocky looking, and and of course you can go buy yourself some Roblox dough from your local Target and oftentimes your local gas station because you need the currency. So Roblox, man.
Well,
and it's available on everything.
I feel like I cheated my kids because they don't have any currency.
Good. Because then they know how to, then they play the game. They play the game as opposed to buying into it.
Yeah.
I don't buy. I've never bought my kids any Roblox currency. So that is what's up.
They're not Roblox spoiled.
Yeah. Like I said, it's literally right here on my. You can play, and it's available on just about anything. And so. Like here, if I look through it, there's a Royal Ween, there's No Stop Obi, there's Bee Swarm Simulator, there's Tower of Hell, Prison Life, and in parentheses it says the cars have been fixed. So there you go. So
Thank
good
God
to know
for
that.
those fixed cars.
Yeah. So
there's Prison Life in Roblox. It's like Oz.
I hope not. But yeah, so. Yeah, I'm hip to the game. Your kids are more Lego kids, Lego video game guys, right, Gabe?
Yeah. Unless they break the game, they play Lego. They like the Lego games.
What's the?
I was thinking of getting them some more.
Did you get the Lego Star Wars game that just came out?
Not yet. I haven't bought any new video games since they hit the road, unless you count. I just bought Resident Evil 7 for myself.
Nice. God of War next month.
That's true. Yeah, is it going to be available on the?
Yeah, it's on PS4.
The PS.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm a generation behind.
No, you are more current than you think because everything they make with it has been still they've been putting it on PS4. They have just not because they can't make enough PS5s. There's a chip shortage to make it worth their while to go ahead and just say I'm stopping right here. Now we're getting there. Some companies are starting to be like, all right, I got to cut y'all off. But for Sony, so far everything has been on there. It's like two games. Ratchet and Clank didn't get a PS4 release. This Last of Us Part 1 didn't get a PS4 release, but just about everything else has. So they're still making stuff for it, lots of stuff for it because there's so many of them out in the world. So games need to be. It's too many people who just have PS4. So you're fine.
Yeah.
You are simply current. Don't even think nothing of it.
Okay, because there's so much on PS4 I haven't played.
Yeah.
I haven't played all the games that I have.
Correct.
I'm adventuring.
Yeah, you're playing the game of my life, baby.
Yes. Yes. Am I winning? I don't know.
With less,
I don't have any.
I don't feel like you're losing, so I'm gonna go with you must be winning. If it's a binary here, you ain't losing, so you must be winning. So we'll go with that.
All right. One last kid thing. My kids tend to get they have my temper, unfortunately. It's unfortunate that they have my temper. So my wife has come up with a solution. She saw these heavy plushies on the internet webs, and they're supposed to like put pressure on you and calm you down. They're expensive, so she said, "Fuck that! Let me go buy a stuffy and fill it with beans, so it's heavy."
Lima beans?
Or
fava beans?
I forget what.
You got lead weights here. You're saying next thing you know, you're cutting the stuff you open. It's got lead weights in it. You can't keep playing the walleye competition.
You stuffed this stuffy with lead bags.
I've devoted my time that I could have spent with my kids at the stuffy competition.
The stuffy competition.
You took that away from me.
Lake Erie stuffies.
She chose an interesting one though to calm them down. She chose a giant Hulk.
Oh,
you might have seen it on the good old Instagram if you follow me. I dog seems to like it, so.
Oh shit.
He was laying underneath it and it was cute, so I took a picture of it. I don't take a lot of pictures of my dog, to be honest with you. I don't find his antics as endearing as my wife does. But she's a white woman, so she lets the dog get away with a lot.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, white women love dogs. They love dogs more than they love people by a lot.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was just exclusively women, though.
No, white women.
No, I meant the women of white.
Oh, you think the men too?
Yeah.
Nah. White dudes fuck with dogs. They're cool with dogs. They don't, but they could also be damned. But white women love some dogs, man. It's just like that is how Dr. Oz is going to lose in Pennsylvania because of him killing 300 dogs.
How did he kill 300
Oh
dogs?
shit!
He did
that's a lot of damn dogs.
He did bad experimentation when he was still in the experiment world.
Shit!
It's like 325 dogs. It was a lot of dogs. So
you don't have to kill that many dogs to lose the white woman vote. You overdid it. But you've seen those memes of like this jacked up pit bull and like you see this dog coming at you down the street. What do you do? And my wife is one of the people who says I go up and pet it.
That's difficult to hear.
That shit is upsetting to hear.
To be fair, it's jacked up. That doesn't mean it's gonna hurt you.
I mean, I don't give a fuck.
Your ass talked to some strangers the other week when you was drunk. I can't depend on you no more either, man.
That's true. But I was drunk. I wasn't sober.
Shit.
Don't you go pet dogs sober. Only pet dogs when you're drunk.
Yeah. I guess I get in touch with my inner white woman when I get drunk.
Your inner white woman needs dogs. But yeah, but I just thought it was like a white people thing in general. I just hate saying that, but like they just all like pets.
I don't like when a dog licks me. I don't know. It's just get your tongue off of me. You can show me affection some other way.
Show me affection by making me a sandwich, bitch.
Yes.
So at this point,
I'd appreciate that more than being licked.
At this point, I have two alternate titles. One of them is now getting in touch with your inner white woman. The other one is freak dancing in the middle of the floor. These are alt titles, not your main title. I want you to know that. So
No.
I don't know what I.
Well, don't ruin the surprise. That's what I look forward to every week. Like, what is it? What is it? I do enjoy that so much.
I'm glad you appreciate my work. Holy smokes, bro! It's wild out here.
The kids.
If freak dancing in the middle of the floor is made to the actual show title, I would love the picture to be Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire is in the air like this.
Well, your current show title is Popeyes on the Moon, which I just appreciate. So,
well, I do think you would have fun with that show.
All right, but I enjoy the show art on that one. Yeah,
I do hear you. Freak dance in the middle of the floor is pretty glorious. So,
but to put a bow on that, like whenever my kids get angry, they ask for the Hulk to calm them down.
What's the Hulk saying again? Black Widow says to
hey big guy, the sun's going down.
Sun's getting low, big guy. You just start saying it to your kids and rubbing their hands. Sun's getting low, big guy.
It might save you on some beans.
Oh shit!
That was cheap. It was cheaper than buying one of those weighted
and your wife
weighted toys. Yeah, she opened it up, took some stuffing out, filled it with beans. Now he's like fat. He's a fat Hulk. He was he was leaner before she stuffed him with the beans.
Well, fentanyl will do that to you. Fentanyl Hulk.
Oh my god.
Hulk smash. Oh.
So let's
Hulk sleepy.
Hulk high.
Hulk smash. Hulk sleepy. Hulk talk you in morning.
Hulk could give you a good price on this old Panasonic TV.
Oh, so
Hulk will suck your dick.
Let's go.
Come on, baby.
Let's.
Hulk mama won't let him in the house no more.
Let's take a look at my text messages so I can lay out when this occurred. This is now going on a month. We're nearing a month here of me not having a dishwasher.
Oh.
On September 9th, I started my dishwasher. Something smelled like it was burning. I run upstairs like, oh, that's burning smell is coming from that dishwasher. I turned the dishwasher off. I hit my landlord up, let him know, hey, I'll send the appliance guy out. Appliance guy comes out and said, oh, yeah, that motor's burnt out. You got to replace that whole thing. Ain't no fixing that. I'm like, hey, cool. I wait. And then, again, I'll use my text messages as the example here. And, no, you know what? I don't have any in-between time. Either way. So, they come through. They bring a dishwasher. They go to install the dishwasher, and the dishwasher my landlord bought from wherever he bought it with was also broken.
Oh, no.
So they're like, oh, man, I'm sorry, bro. This bitch is broken. And same thing. Pump's dead. Motor's dead or whatever. And so landlord, super apologetic, lets me know he'll get to it. And then Friday this past week hits me up, hey, new dishwasher will be there 1:00 Wednesday. 1 o'clock, of course, comes and goes. No white dishwasher, but around 4:30, a dishwasher is delivered. Looks nice, wrapped in plastic. You know what I'm saying? It's not in the box, but it is a, you know what I'm saying, tightly plastic wrap. I'm like, okay, he probably got it from wherever he got it from. Nothing to it. That came yesterday, and then he's like, hits you up today, like, hey, plumbers are coming over today to install it. Plumbers come over, unwrap it, open it up. Smells like a goddamn sewer.
Oh no!
Oh no!
There's a large spoon and a tiny offset spatula in there, meaning someone had definitely had this dishwasher before, so it's certainly not new. It is indeed a used. It didn't have any wheels on the bottom tray, so they couldn't pull the bottom tray out. The seal on the door, the gasket was broken. It was peeled away. Mind you, I had to have my refrigerator replaced recently because the seals went bad on that, and they can't. Again, it's in the realm of supply chain situations. Apparently, seals are difficult to come by currently for people who repair those things. And so I'm like, the plumber's like, oh, bro, I'm so sorry. I'm like, one, it cost me nothing. It costs you nothing. Pay me no mind. But please close that stinky thing and get the fuck out of my house because it smells like sewer in here. No, thank you. And landlord hits me up and what did he say? Let's see what he said. Tonight. And I mean, like, while we were recording this podcast tonight. Man, I'm so sorry. They're coming tomorrow to change out the dishwasher. At this point, he just is probably good. Mind you, he's bought two. So let's go with the expense here. Appliance guy comes out, one expense. 2 dishwashers. On those 2 dishwashers, 2 trips from plumbers. So all of that probably could have just went ahead and bought a new dishwasher, had it installed and been done with it, right? Like the math is just leaning.
Right. Some places do free installation.
Correct. Of course they do. So I think tomorrow I will probably end up having a brand new dishwasher brought to my house. We'll see. Because
he said so. You said the last one that came, it looked new and it was wrapped in cellophane, right?
Yeah.
So what probably happened was that was supposed to be a new one, and somebody else had returned it. It was probably like, if not something like maybe an open box deal or something like that.
Yeah.
And then somebody returned it, and that bad boy had. You said a spatula and what else in there?
There's a large metal spoon and a small offset spatula. The kind you use to frost the cake.
Also,
no mounting hardware, so they couldn't even install it if they wanted to. If, let's say, everything was fine, it had no mounting hardware, they couldn't. They wouldn't have been able to install it anyway. It was enough to get Vanessa very upset. Which then it got me upset because I'm like, yo, you ain't gonna be going off on me about some shit I can't do nothing about. Fuck that. So it's like,
that's women for you.
Like, what the fuck did I do? Like, I didn't do this shit. And the fact that you have, like I said, and I get it. Some people are like landlords or slumlords and blah, blah, blah. Man, I've been in this house 15 years. Something go wrong, I hit my man up, it is fixed. That's it. That is the dream. That's all I ever want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And rarely do I have to wait as long as I've had to wait in this situation. And like I said, he's been very apologetic, been real cool about it. And like I said, keeps trying, just keeps missing. And that's just dumb luck, man. So, and a nigga like me, I can wash dishes, and I have for a month. And like, I have attempted to have other people in this house wash dishes. None of them can wash dishes. Not a goddamn one of them. It is upsetting how bad they all wash dishes, man. I'm like, did you really think this was clean? Just not clean to me. Don't think that. Don't think I'm some kind of like snooty about how my shit's clean. I mean, I've literally picked shit up and I'm like, it is food on this. This is not clean. And y'all know, you're like, oh, is it the youngest? Is it the oldest? Is it all of them? Nobody in this house can wash a goddamn dish. I was trained to wash dishes by one Louva Chrislip when I worked at Riley's back in the day. Guess what I can fucking do? I can mop a floor better than anybody, and I can wash goddamn dishes. Hands down. My mama taught me how to wash dishes, but I just, whatever. But I'm telling you right now, I know how to wash dishes because of Louva Chrislip. Word to you, lady, wherever you are in this life. So that shit has been, It has been. We'll go with that.
I was taught by my mother how to wash dishes. I was told to wash dishes with my eyes closed. You wash dishes with sound.
Oh, you go with sound. I go with touch. Because you know what? If I take my hand around it, and all of a sudden you'll just feel like, oh, there's a little lump. Well, that must be something, and it needs to be scrubbed more.
But squeaky clean
is an adage for real. So
when you can take it around and it squeaks, that means there's nothing on it. Of course, I can see.
Yeah.
But that's not the important part. It needs to be completely void of any abrasions or oil, because if it's oil there, it won't squeak.
Yeah.
So I don't know. My mother's like, I want you to do this. Says your ass is leaving this stuff this way and this way. I want you to watch this with your eyes closed. Until you hear the squeak, it ain't clean.
It's like a kung fu movie.
Yes. Kung fu dishes.
But I trust your dishes is clean. And there you go. You know what I'm saying? And so I've been watching this for like a month. And I'm not mad about it. I'm not sitting here with an attitude or like, I can't believe I gotta watch this. I don't care. It's fine. That way the dishes are clean. And I know they're clean because I've watched them myself. And that's just what that is, man. But in a more good news vibe, today at New York Comic Con and also across the internet, Nintendo released the trailer for the upcoming Super Mario Brothers movie, and it was so fucking good. It was so good that I'm sitting here.
I haven't seen it yet.
And I'm like, I can't. I'll play it for you right now, bro. Like, I will have to probably cut the audio out of this here podcast, but I will gladly share my screen and let y'all get some Mario.
It's me, Chris Pratt.
Yeah, it really is. It's a Chris Pratt.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. I can see it.
Make sure I got it cranked up, Soldier Boy. That's turned up, and I'm going to push play.
Oh shit!
I don't know how clean the video looks. It's kind of shitty on my side.
It looks okay.
It's still choppy.
Behold, the king of the Koopas!
Open the gates!
Attack!
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield? I do not. I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me? What is this place?
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly... Come on, Mario!
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come!
Again, y'all got a little flaky, cracky kind of. What else? One, it looks great, sounds great. Everything about that, I'm like, in. I'm not worried about Chris Pratt's voice. It's fine. It's fine. It sounds like he did a slight Brooklyn accent, kind of Rocky Raccoon-y. I think it'll be fine. I'm very excited for that.
My kids are definitely going to want to see that.
Oh, yeah. April 7th. So whose birthday is around the April mark?
Oh, the 9-year-old.
There you go. Nearing.
He got
10.
Sonic He got Sonic this year,
and he gets the better Mario next year. Now that I think, did I see Sonic 2? Yeah, there was a giant Robotnik, right? They fought a big old robot.
Yeah.
Okay, that did happen. Okay, I saw Sonic 2. Very good.
Knuckles was in it.
Yeah, it's Idris Elba. Quite.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that was so like I said, the good, the bad. That's how life has been. The ebbs and the flows of it all.
Gutters and the strikes.
Yeah. I like that ideology. But that's enough of that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Weed will be legal soon. What do you think this country will be like with straight up, not like, California legal or Colorado legal, but I mean straight up legal and federally legal, like so nobody has to worry about, getting ran upon by the feds, legal weed. What is that? What does that nation look like?
Detroit.
No, that's when you just close all the factories and say, fuck the people. That's different. That's not really drugs.
I forgot to say, when I was one of the first signs when you leave in Ohio and you go into Michigan, it's this sign saying Schmohio or something like that, like is weed's legal here?
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because weed is legal in Michigan. Although, like I said, my experience with Michigan weed, it was kind of trash. It wasn't Canadian weed trash, but it was kind of trash. Legal Canadian weed, absolute bunk. I don't know how their medical is. They might have better grades, but legal Canadian weed is garbo. This shit's whack.
What made it so whack? Just not.
It's just super low THC and. Like I said, I'm no kind of like stoner, but like if it don't even get me a little bit high, then that lets you know how very, very low THC it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm a guy who uses weed regularly like that or anything like that. There, so I'm not a regular consumer of marijuana. So I should be an easy tick. You know what I'm saying? I should be like, oh yeah, you should be ripped, and I certainly was not. Not even a little bit. Like I was like, I think I kind of feel something. So Canadian weed, legal weed. Bunk. Legal Michigan weed, I'm just going to blame the dispensary I was at because I visited another Michigan dispensary and bought stuff from there for Vanessa, and she really enjoyed it. And so I'm going the one we went to, which is called Kalamazoo in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Yo, shit was whack. I shout out Fowler. Fowler probably know where the good weed spots is. I don't think Fowler smokes weed, but I feel like Fowler would have connects. So I had to holler at him, or he'll hear this and he'll reach out to me and say, "Yeah, I got a connect." So,
all right,
it's always good to know the plugs. But you know what it is, people. Let's walk on down to Reddit Avenue and get our Am the Asshole on and have a good time. Good time, baby. First up is one I already read to you. You just didn't know it happened. It's right here, right now. Am I the asshole for embarrassing my dad after he stole my truck? I, 17 female, recently got a truck. It was my dad's old truck that I've wanted since I was little. My dad gave it to me after he was able to buy a different used vehicle for himself. One of those pickup trucks with the big wheels and all that. Well, the other day, his window stopped working. It wouldn't roll up or down. It actually started to slip to where it stayed open. This is a problem because where we are, it rains quite a lot.
Oh.
Me and my dad are the only ones here that have vehicles, as my mom is a stay-at-home mom and my little brother is too young to drive. He asked me if he could take my truck to work while his truck was being repaired. But I told him no, because I need it to get to school and we have different schedules. He leaves for work 2 hours earlier than I do. I stay after school for an extra 3 hours, so he gets home before me. He told me I could get a ride with a friend, but the closest friend lives 30 minutes away, and they wouldn't be able to bring me home after school. I told him he could get a ride, but he said no one could. I'm not willing to wake up at 4 in the morning to take him to work anyway. This is where the problem just existed. Well, yesterday morning I woke up and my truck was gone. I got a text from him saying that he called a friend of mine and that they'll bring me to school and he'll pick me up. But I'm pissed. I called him and he didn't answer, so I left a very aggressive voicemail.
Oh.
Anyway, last night, Dad had a dinner with his boss. His boss was asking about Dad's truck in the shop and saying how he was lucky he had an extra truck and such. I interjected here and said he was lucky that I didn't call the police after he stole my truck. The room went very quiet and my mom called me out from the room. After the boss left, Dad came to me angry that I embarrassed him. I told him that it was his own fault because he's the one who stole my truck after I told him not to. Mom agrees with him though, and now I'm grounded even though he's the one who stole my truck. Am I the asshole?
I'll hear what Dad has to say first.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. Like, he gave you the fucking truck. I know it belongs to you, but I'm sure he bought it and paid it off. And you only have it because your dad was kind enough to give it to you. And you probably still living under his roof. Probably still eating Cheetos, Doritos, and burritos under his roof. Not cool.
Yes, she's the asshole. She didn't have to do that in front of his boss or anybody, and he made the arrangements. He took care of her. He didn't leave her. He didn't hang her out to dry. He's like, I called a friend of yours. I took your truck. I mean, they were both in a tough situation. He has to get to work. She has to get to school. I'm going to side with Dad on this one.
I am going to say not an asshole, but only because you are nothing but a fucking child. And obviously, you just are on some bullshit. And that don't make you an asshole, in my opinion, but it does make you a child who got a lot of growing to do to understand what the hell was going on right then and there. Your dad ain't wrong, so I'm not gonna call him an asshole. But I'm not gonna go so hard. I'm not gonna harsh on this one and drop a solid ass asshole on this person. But Reddit disagrees and has marked this child an asshole. And let's go dig through some of the comments, see if we find anything worth our while.
Didn't you just say a few minutes ago children are assholes?
Those
off the record.
Running around talking about, where's my helmet? Like, bitch, who is you talking to? So, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, in this instance, like I said, this is just, I'm gonna call it tomfoolery, but not assholery. Feel me?
I feel you.
That other kid was yelling at their daddy talking about where my shit at. Where your shit at? Where you put your shit at? Yeah. The child who was yelling in your area. No, it wasn't my man's child. It was somebody else's child, but still.
Yeah. My children do yell at me, though.
I don't know what to do about that, sir, because you don't yell at them. Or do you yell at them? Because you've been trying not to yell at them. So
I yell at them. I try. I fail. But yes, I do try not to yell at them.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's one of those situations like, who is you talking to? It goes that way more often than you think. She's 17, more than old enough to know not to embarrass her dad in front of his boss. No, I don't fuck with that at all. I don't know if that's old enough to know that. I think that's when somebody would fuck up and do some shit like that. 17, because they think you've grown at that point. You know what I'm saying? So they think they can talk any way they want to.
I think the more and more you talking, the more and more you're convincing us that that this kid is an asshole. 17 is okay. Old enough. 17 old enough to know.
I was an asshole at 17.
Depends on the kid and how they was raised. You know what I'm saying? Like if they was raised with a softer touch, they may not know. So this child
at 17, if you get in a car, you probably got a soft touch because man, I was like 25. Someone's like, here's a car. Thank you.
Let's see. This person says maybe, maybe not. Not everyone is mature, even at 18, to discern how they should act all the time. That's what I said. Maybe you're
That's
old
true.
enough, but I'll say I wasn't mature enough at 17 and might have done something similar. She's an asshole, but she can learn. Fair enough. We'll allow her that. She's an asshole, but she can learn. And I think that's an okay thing to say. An asshole in transit. Yeah, that child just got some growing to do, don't she?
Still an asshole in my books.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So this one I got because the first thing I actually saw was an update to it, and the update was burning up the old whatever the asshole chart. So I was like, let me find the original part of it, and we'll go through it, see if there's any comments that are worth our while, and then we'll check out the update. Am the asshole for the way I reacted to my parents' open relationship and no longer paying rent. I, 18 male, live with my parents. I've been paying rent since I was 16, since my parents would be financially fucked if I wasn't helping out.
Oh.
A few, that's what this person wrote. A few, my parents told me they are seeing someone and that their relationship is open. I didn't give a shit.
Can you know that?
I didn't give a shit since it wasn't affecting me until this guy they were seeing started staying nights. He treats this place like it's his, tries to tell me what to do, and eats all of, in parentheses, my food. I tried to talk to my parents about it, but they just said it's their house, so they can have who they want here.
It's our dick, not yours.
I really tried to put up with this until the guy tried to discipline my dog.
Not my baby.
I told you
white men care about dogs.
Right on. I flipped my shit. He was already mad about other things. The dog is just his breaking point. I flipped my shit. It was most certainly not the way you discipline a dog, and I'm already sick of his shit. I yelled the house down, calling him all sorts like dumb cunt piece of shit. Maybe dumb cunt. Yes, okay. Piece of shit freeloader. And some more vile shit that probably was way too fucked up to say here. My parents rushed to see what was going on and tell me off, but instead I told them off, calling them terrible parents, that they should shove their house up their ass, and that I'm not going to pay rent to live in a house I have no say in. That dumb cunt can cover my rent. I've since been staying with my boyfriend. My parents recently texted me for my rent. I told them to fuck off, and I reminded them what I said. I feel like I'm not wrong for not paying rent anymore, but I went so overboard with my words. Am I the asshole?
This is a tough one, actually. This is a thinker. For me, it is.
Why do you think it's a thinker?
I don't know, because like he really like went the fuck off. I mean, did he hit the dog? He just disciplined my dog. Did he give the dog a timeout? I don't know what the.
You think about what you did, Sparky.
I mean, he shouldn't be eating I guess he shouldn't be eating the kid's food, but like fucking his parents is hungry work, I guess.
Yeah. Putting in that work, man. Come on, can I get a snack? I've been deep dicking your mom and dad. I'm thirsty.
Got some Gatorade?
I need some fruit snacks. Them Scooby Doo's go hard after licking some tanks.
Those Scooby Doo graham crackers are pretty good, actually.
Man, so Meyer sells just the vanilla kind, because I got tired of like
just vanilla kind.
Just vanilla, not the cinnamon ones. Man, those are so good.
You just changed my life, man.
They taste so good. Anywho, that I don't think they're an asshole. Like, I've learned through my partner getting hurt. Like, her braider dog got sick, and like they had to cancel the appointment, right? So then I was like, "Did you like tell ask the braider how the dog was doing?" She was like, "No," and I'm like, "Oh, I think you should." And then like she didn't, and she canceled her appointment again. I'm like, man, in my mind, I'm thinking, You should have asked about how the dog was doing.
Yeah, you seem like you're sensitive to that person's needs. Yeah, it makes perfect sense to me.
I ain't do that shit. But anywho, I don't think. I think that's the extra dick is the parent's responsibility, not the kid.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, that's true. He really went the fuck off though. Like, but
he was already mad about the whole situation, and then you hit my dog. That was just the explode. That's just the tipping point. No worries.
Yeah,
I don't see any comments that I care to be bothered with. But again, I told you this person wrote a whole nother update. So, update: am I the asshole for the way I react to my parents' open relationship and no longer paying rent? I actually don't think the open relationship portion of this "I'm an asshole" need to be added. It'll probably get more eyes on it, but I don't think that's the actual problem.
Yeah.
It's been over a week since I posted. Thank you guys for your judgments and advice. I have blocked my parents on everything and have gone no contact. After just over a week, I already feel like a new person without them in my lives. My boyfriend has been my rock through all of this. I was a mess of tears and anger the first few days, and he's the one who got me through it. I'm currently staying with him, renting. But we've been looking for our own place together since the lease on the current place runs out soon. I went to my GP and got a mental health plan done up, so I should be seeing a therapist soon, free of charge. This person is from Australia. It's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not a huge update, but I'm doing a lot better in so little time from just cutting them out of my life. I'm looking forward to the future.
Okay, so it seems like you had a toxic relationship with his parents.
Yeah. Yeah,
there's something more going on there.
Yeah, like I said, and that's like I said, that you hit my dog was just simply the tipping point. That's just where it went from motherfucker to I will burn this bitch down. So I cannot knock the guy, and I'm glad he's better. And
okay, not the asshole then.
Surely, not the asshole. You're good, champ. I'm sorry your parents bringing new dick around who is disrespectful to your home and your animals. Shit's uncool.
Parents can't be getting digmatized out here.
Just gonna add a third and not just like shit sweet. Like, no, guy, that's you know what? If anything, that's how you got the kid out the house. Maybe that's how they pushed their bird out the nest. You know?
Oh yeah. Maybe there was just like it was a failure to launch situation.
Yeah, so
pushing people off.
The child's only 18 though.
I know, bro. I know, but some people would take that shit serious. Like 18 is it? Go on. I'm like, no, bro, no, unnecessary.
Sometimes I think parents need to really give their kids a dick parachute because you just can't be pushing the kids off without a dick parachute.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go with that. But yeah, I guess in the realm of entertainment this week, what can I say? Play some more Deathloop because I love that game and I'm glad to have it on Xbox. Proper offset sticks means a nigga is surgical with them motherfuckers. I'll be going out there killing like nobody's business. Is bad. I'll be out there just rocka, and I love every bit of it. Love that game, Deathloop. You should play that shit if you have it on a system and can get to it. It's dope. It's Great British Bake Off. I do a whole entire show about that shit. That's how much I watch that show. Let me tell you that. Mostly on average, I watch an episode at least 3 times. So I just let you know what's going on with that show. I'm into that show a great deal. Not just into it, but also again we make a whole fucking show about that shit. She-Hulk is that episode tonight was the best episode of this entire series, hands goddamn down. I hope you have been watching She-Hulk. It is amazing, and
I'm looking forward to it.
Word to Cody Ziegler who wrote that episode tonight. He was head writer on that episode, and I give it up to him, man, because it was really well done. That's why he writes he writes many a comic for Marvel at this point, including the run of Miles Morales to start this month. He's on that one as well. So word to Cody, who I first knew of from when he was producing over at Earwolf for Yo Is This Racist. He used to be the producer over there, and now he is a TV writer of some of the most epic shit ever, and I fuck with it. So, big up. I truly don't think I've watched anything else. I mean, of course, my various mythicals and all that shit. I watched that David Blaine Hot was that was really a delight. I've always kind of liked David Blaine. I've never been one of those dudes who's mad at him for his magic. Some people just really get upset with David Blaine. I can't call it. But
they're angry at his magic.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just wild. What I have been listening to is, of course, that new Freddie Gibbs is pretty dope. Sold separately. But what I have been listening to even more than that is Bodie James, Nick Craven, Fair Exchange, No Robbery. It is a really good listen. Gabriel, give that a listen, man. Fair Exchange, No Robbery, Bodie James, Nicholas Craven. I think
all right.
I think you'll fuck with it. But that Pusha T song on that Soul Separately, it is called, I want to get you the title, Gold Rings, is amazing. Whenever Pusha get around fucking Freddie, man, bring a little something out of him. Because my favorite song off of that last joint was Palmolive. And there's a Pusha T joint. So Pusha T and Freddie got a real good synchronicity, man. I go up for. So what have you guys been watching, playing, enjoying, listening to, so forth and so
on? Actually, as far as playing video games, I've been playing Streets of Rage 4 again, survival mode, and I've been playing with my boys. You know, it's always fun when you can pick up a puffer fish and hit somebody with it. As far as watching, I've been watching pretty much this, like the weekly shows like She-Hulk, Abbott Elementary.
Oh yeah, big up to
Atlanta. Like the shows that are currently going. But as far as my daily watching, I've been watching Raising Kanan on Stars, which is in the Power universe. It is bad, but in like a good way. It's like it's good enough to follow the story, but the acting isn't great. And it was very every show. I mean, I don't really care what show it is. Every plot is based on a misunderstanding. No matter what show it is, there's always misunderstandings going on. So it's entertaining. It's 2 seasons. I'm only still on season 1. It's a great time waster for now. Of course, tomorrow, after I drop my kids off, I'm gonna start watching the Great British Bake Off. Been watching that. I'm also on the show. Been having a good time. I love to hear what T and Nick has to say about the show. And hey, we would like to hear what you guys have to say about it too.
I keep trying to tell you, and of course I was going to bring it up at the end of the show, but I might as well tell you now. On the real, we've been doing, fine numbers wise. I'm not disappointed with what we've been pulling down listener wise. But what I really want people to do is, if you have it, listen to us over on. You don't even got to really listen to us, but if you have Spotify, go hit it up on Spotify, because, like I said, we have questions and polls over there, and I just want more interaction with over there with regards to that, because it's very fun. Like I said, I say on that show, and I'll say it here. It's like it is available everywhere. You can get that show everywhere, but it's a lot more fun on Spotify because of it, of like the
interactive
hooks.
Portion.
Yeah, the interactive portion that it has and the hooks that the show has. So I would tell you to get down with that over there. So yeah, it's a dope show.
Me, I've just been watching House of the Dragon. Last episode was pretty tense.
Bless me.
I enjoyed it greatly. Bless you, sir.
Thank you. I couldn't mute it.
And but yeah, it's a pretty good show. I recommend it.
I listened to the black guy who tips review of the show, so I know what's going on, but I have never watched it.
And my wife, I didn't. My wife, I caught a glimpse of it. My wife watched the first season of Abbott Elementary.
Okay.
She really liked it.
It's so good, and like I said, second season is going right now. So I think they're 2-3 episodes in. So she might have a good time with that. I actually watched it live the other night because, like I said, I try to support as best I can. So
she was in tears at some point.
Yeah, it's a great show, and like I said, you would be because, like I said, it tells a good story about the public school system, and what's missing about it. It's, like I said, it's funny, of course, but it also, it gets a little real. So I'm like, I like that a lot. And it got like a full 22, 23 episode. It got the full complement. So they ran the whole. Yeah. It ran. They didn't just do a little half yap on that bad boy. They gave it a good run.
I was just happy to see Reggie Conquest as the lunch dude again. Like they got.
Oh yeah. In the who came was asked for the money from the Sharks.
For the water ice truck. Like he's a really funny comedian. He does some writing for some other shows, and he's a local Philly dude. So I love to see him on that. Here's
a real interesting little funny. Vanessa recently watched all of Sister from the beginning. Mm-hmm. Sister. So she was on the last episode of Sister the other day, and I just happened to be sitting upstairs watching it with her. And the minister on the show, the guy who played the minister, because in the last episode of Sister, the mom played by Jack A gets married. Mm-hmm. The minister is the janitor from Abbott Elementary.
Oh, that's nice.
And that fucked me up. I was like, yo, that's wild. So that was pretty funny to me. He went from I think whatever to full cast this year. So he gets a credit and everything at the beginning of the show. So they did real right by the actor who plays Mr. Johnson. So, and there you go, people. That was a show. It's a really good show. It's always good to see your faces and know that you're looking healthy and everybody looking like they're doing well and seeming like you're doing well. And I love you guys for it. So pleasant thoughts from my inbox. You know what I'm saying? Just do that for your mans because I asked you to. Please and thank you. Rest in peace, Judy Tenuta. Y'all remember Judy Tenuta from back in the 80s?
Yeah. I just saw that.
Playing the accordion?
Yeah. Passed away, ovarian.
Yeah, she did.
73 years old, God rest. And we hope, I don't know, it's a sad one, but we wish her and her peoples well and hope that they are okay during these sad and trying times when you lose somebody. So it stinks, but that is how it goes. Housekeeping, as always, please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show wherever possible. Please subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch. Like I said, don't worry about Twitch so much. Twitch, it's there, but it ain't really there. Like I said, I'm kind of sick of their bullshit, so I might. In fact, here I'm going to remove that from my notes right now, so I'll never say it to you again. Boop. But I would like you to follow us over on Twitter at SKiMPod, SKiMPOD. I want you to follow us over there so that you can retweet the show when we post about the show. Now, here's the deal. Elon Musk will officially own Twitter here soon, and he is promising some wild and wacky ass shit to that fucking application. If Elon get on some bullshit, we won't be on Twitter anymore. I just simply won't be bothered. I refuse to even put myself through it. And I've been on Twitter since nearly the beginning. But I will gladly say fuck off if ownership is on some nonsense. So I'll put it to you like that. But for right now, give us a follow over on Twitter. If you want to support the show financially, you got a few bucks tossed away, then join us over on Patreon where members at the $5 and above tier get extra content each month and early access to new shows. That's kind of fake because at this point, I'll throw some stuff to the lowest tier supporters way. Nothing huge, but just in case, you know what I'm saying, a little something here and there, okay? So I got you on whatever level you care to support the show at. Promise you. We also have merch over at tpublic.com/user/stays_crunchy and milk, all one word. Huh. Should we put that Krunchy logo on a shirt? Will that work on a shirt?
I think it probably could.
I don't know.
We'll check it.
Anything could be a shirt.
Hey, that's what's up. Krunchy, a great British bake-off podcast. is a show that Ant, I, and Nick Jew all do together every week. We record on Tuesdays. I try to get it out Wednesday morning because it is hard to record a show and then edit it and then get it posted. But I do try to have it up that next morning. And so basically, you get you get a Wednesday and a Thursday show for us for right now. It's kind of dope. I am very proud of the work we do on that show. Like I said, I've been having I listen to it myself, which is strange because I don't really listen to SKiM much anymore. Though I have been trying to make sure I get in there and give it listens to make sure it's sounds like it should and so forth and so on. Like Adam was wildly quiet on the week's episode, and I wish I could have fixed that, but it was that way all the way through the edit, and I was like, yeah, it's just the way his microphone was. So sorry about that. But like I said, but Creme Patissier is that hotness. Again, it's available everywhere, but it's a good time, a real good time if you go listen to it over on Spotify. And that's not Spotify, doing anything for us. I just know that I can add, Q&A and polls over on Spotify. It'd be dope if we went over there and did the poll or answered the Q and got an A for it. That's what's up. Feel free to give us a call. 216-264-6311. That's 216-264-6311. We would certainly love to hear from you. That is the hotline for all the shows that we do. So feel free to call and talk about whatever. Creme Patissier, Podcast, SKiM, all good. We'd certainly love to hear from you. Again, Mr. Man is Lunchbox 2099. Send him some love. That is Tatum 216.
Good night.
That is the real ODP.
I am.
I am the internet Sarah's everything. You've just been podcast 2, and I know you loved it. We will catch you next week. Peace.
Where's my helmet?
Hey, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful.